Welcome back to Let's Play DDO Permadeath. Alright, on to part 4 of Catacombs here. I did the first 3 parts in the previous video. Alright.
The unearthly cries of the undead fill the tomb. The Drydens have woken from their long rest, and the Sapphire Gate is shut. You will have to find a way to raise it.
So since the last video I commented on, I bought a scroll of Burning Hands and inscribed that in my spellbook.
A plaque on the door reads, Gerard Dryden, first of the line in the reach.
For the simple reason that I find the undead content
Clatter from the hallway. The Sapphire Gate is open.
much more interesting with Burning Hands. Although that doesn't stop this quest being very slow. There's just a lot of undead to work your way through. Yeah, but help if my skeleton summons wasn't painfully bad at keeping up with me. It would also help if my webs would hold better.
3 sunstones are mounted above the gates to Gerard Dryden's tomb. The shadows within the tomb shift disturbingly. You hear scratching sounds from the central crypt, like ragged nails in stone.
Yeah, even not breaking every sarcophagus, this quest is slow. And I'm burning through spell points way too fast, so it's going to get slower soon.
The Emerald Gate is shut. You will have to find a way to raise it.
I must have had some more powerful spell last time I came through here on a caster, because this is slower than I remember. Although maybe I did it on hard rather than elite last time I came through here. I sometimes do this one hard just to make it less boring.
A plaque upon the floor reads, Ungari Dryden, Prelate of the Flame.
The other thing I've started doing since the last video I commented on is I'm using my grease SLA a little. I don't know if that will prove wise, but that's what I'm trying it.
You hear a clatter from the hallway. The Emerald Gate is open.
Yeah, I clearly need something more powerful than Burning Hands to make this quest work, really. I should have brought Scorch in. Although I wouldn't have had the spell points to make much use of it. Man, my summons needs to be pretty much ordered around to do anything.
The scratching sound grows louder, then turns into pounding. Something trapped inside
And he's parked
sarcophagus
again.
wants out.
Well, at least the archers can...
The gate is shut. You will have to find a way to raise it.
At least the archers are struggling to do much damage to me through my shroud here.
A plaque upon the floor reads, "This sanctum in memory of Dryden. Prior." You hear a clatter from the hallway. The topaz gate is raised.
Alright, I usually clear the passages leading up to the centre since I don't like...
The hammering from Gerard's tomb grows louder and louder. It ends with the crack of splitting stone.
I don't like having those guys behind me when I do the middle fight in the centre. This time I'm running out of patience.
The amethyst gate is shut. You will have to find a way to raise it.
Alright, time to shrine, I think. So my aim at the moment is to get to level 5 before or during doing the Waterworks. Whoops, shrining, okay. So I want to be level 5 for doing part 3 of the Waterworks so I can cast Protection from Acid when doing the acid corridor. I expect I can get my skeleton to do it for me, but I don't think he'll survive it unless I have protection from acid. So I want to be level 5 when I do part 3. It doesn't look like I will get to level 5 before doing part 1, but I'll be close. Alright, it's back in business. I'm disappointed. I usually enjoy this quest on a caster, but obviously I must have been doing hard or had more powerful spells last time I did it. Because this is more tedious than I remember.
Gerard Dryden, guard captain and friend of the Holy Flame.
Need to drop my grease further back to mess up the archers. Alright.
You hear a clatter from the hallway. The amethyst gate is raised.
Great.
From Gerard's tomb, you hear the sounds of cracking bones, gnawing teeth, and gibbering laughter.
Sounds fun. Okay. I've been using grease more in this quest than I've used it in total in playing the game in the 2 or so years I've been playing it. It's not a safe spell to use in a group permadeath, of course. Trip people up if you get them killed. But solo, I'm prepared to use it. So yeah, I guess I can't be anywhere near the breakables target in this quest. Too many things that break open on their own. Come on, skeleton.
Flat upon the floor reads Hands-on Dryden, Sword of the Light Undying.
The grease might be useful later on once I have Fireball. I can see it being useful when I've got more range damage, but right now, because I don't want to melee, it's not so good. Whew, slow going.
You hear a click from the direction of Gerard's tomb. A plaque on the floor reads, Pascal Dryden, Marshal of the Militant Clergy and High Paladin of the Flame. You hear a click from the direction of Gerard's tomb.
I think I'm going to go for Conquest. The quest is annoying me enough that I feel like I'm going to get as much XP from it as I can for my time. I will speed up this visit, probably. Alright. Well, I'm up to aggression. Maybe it would have been.
Up on the floor reads, "Herein lies Lambrick Dryden, Bishop and Defender of the Faith."
What's that word? What's that word?
Yeah, my skeleton's on vacation again. $200 kills. I always think it odd about this quest that there seem to be more of the weak basic skeletons toward the end. Seems kind of backwards.
A shriek of rusty metal. The sunstone gates enclosing Gerard's tomb grind open.
Okay. This end fight can get fairly scary due to the number of archers, but it's easy to back up if you get in trouble. Alright, just waiting for my echoes of power, then I'll use my archivist necklace to get some spell points back. I don't really need spell points, I guess, for the end fight here. It's mostly archers, and my spell points are not really useful against the archers. But it's good to have them as a backup. Okay. In we go.
His sarcophagus shudders violently and explodes in a storm of jagged stone.
Alright, not enough spell points for a web, so it's time to run away. Still getting shot at, further away. Let's come at the archers from another direction. Archers randomly breaking open sarcophagi. Right, I'm going to run around to see if I can get a few more kills, get to well, Conquest. Alright, there we go, Conquest. Now I have the elaborate task of assembling that video into one continuous video. That'll be fun. Alright, I think that's everything. Fairly decent XP for the level. Maybe not quite enough to get me to level 5. I'll easily get the remaining 25 points in the Waterworks, I expect. I'll get it in the Explorer area, very easy. Alright, see you next time for Waterworks. Actually, I should go get the next 25 points, so the next video can be straight into the Waterworks.
The strong smell of sewage permeates the air around you.
It should be dead easy to make 25.
You hear human voices up ahead.
25 points of XP in here.
A putrid stench comes from the other side of the door.
Right, there we go. Level 5. That sets me up nicely for doing the Waterworks next time. Thanks.